Welcome to Twinbrook Acres.
Well, good day, folks. So several weeks ago, Noel at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood put out a challenge of sorts to Massey Ferguson tractor owners to put out a video showing what we use our tractor for. So this is my response to Noel's challenge. I bought this tractor. It's a Massey Ferguson GC2610 TLB, which has the loader, the mid-mount mower, and the backhoe. I bought this in 2018, mainly for several projects coming up that I had to do, some fairly big projects. So it replaced, this tractor replaced a 1980s International 234 that I had that you can see here. So we'll go through some of the projects that I did, some of the things that I use the tractor for. It's not everything I use the tractor for, but it's a fair representation. So let's get started with the video. And then after the video, let's go over to Noel's YouTube channel. I'll put a link to Noel's YouTube channel in the description of this video. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get going. Thanks. All right, so let's start with this. One reason why I bought the tractor is the 60-inch mowing deck. Before this tractor, I had a little Craftsman rider mower with the 42-inch deck. I've got a couple of acres of lawn to mow, so the 60-inch deck saves some time. That's not the main reason why I bought the tractor, but it's one of the reasons. Coming up is one of the main reasons why I bought this tractor, and that's this barn restoration. This is an 1850s timber frame barn. Wow, I did a lot of work on this barn and restored it. Now, the barn had a wooden floor in it, and it's set on these stones, like this big stone that I'm trying to pull up here. It's set on these stones all over the barn. So I had, I don't know, probably about 100, 150 stones to pull out of the ground in this barn. And here's another big barn, or a big stone that I had to pull up. This stone was a lot bigger than I thought. So it took me a while to get this stone out. You can see here I'm finally able to start pulling it up. Then I realized how big it is. So coming up here, you'll see how big the stone is. Managed to get it up into the bucket.
Piece of cake.
So a lot bigger than I thought. Now this one here, this is one of the cornerstones. I had two big cornerstones like this. So what I'm doing right here is I'm digging a hole in front of that stone so I can drag the stone over into that hole that I'm digging, and then I can pull it up onto the lawn. I have to get it out from under that post that you see there. So the barn at this point's setting on the cribbing that you see on either side of the video. So I've got to be real careful here. So it's kind of nerve-wracking working around the cribbing and the framework of the barn. I'm trying to pull the stone back here. So this was tight right there, working between that holly bush and that post. So here I'm pulling the stone back out from under that post. And here I'm pulling it up out of the hole. Now this was a big stone, and it took everything that little tractor had to pull it up out of the hole. But she got it. And here I'm digging the trench for the footers. And again, I'm working around the cribbing and the framework of the barn. You see the barn's resting in that steel beam up on top of the cribbing. So I've got to go up and curl to get out from under that framework. And then dump the dirt. And then go back and do it again, over and over and over.
Tight squeeze.
Now I'm dumping the gravel into the trench. That's the base for the footers that are going to be poured concrete footers. And here is a recent project. This was a drainage ditch that I ran across my property. I was getting flooded out real bad for years. Finally figured out what the problem was. I was digging this ditch, but the neighbor on the next parcel up, which is to my right in that video, to the left as you look at it, he put in another ditch up on his property to divert the water to a brook that's out behind me in this video. So I didn't know that he put that other ditch in. So I was putting this in. This was in October, November of 2024. This is the far end of the ditch I was digging. So I ran this ditch out to the same brook that I just mentioned a minute ago. Here's another use for the tractor. So I had felled a number of trees a couple of years ago on my property. So lifting the trunk like this with the tractor and the loader helps with the bucking and limbing of the tree. So the tree's up off the ground, so I don't have to worry about putting the saw blade into the dirt. Now here, this is what I use my tractor for a lot. Our New Hampshire winters can be pretty long, and we can get a lot of snow. So I spend a good time of my year moving snow, snow blowing and moving it with the loader like you see here. So I've got to get the snow out of the way so the mail lady can get to the mailbox. So the second attachment I bought for the tractor is that snowblower. That's an MK Martin Meteor snowblower. That's a 60-inch snowblower. That's a nice implement to have. Then here, this was some drainage work that I did around my barn. This is, I did this because of the flooding issue that I had. This helped a little bit, but not a whole lot. But this really isn't needed now because the flooding issue was resolved. So, I thought I put some, what do you call it, paper around the pipe, but I don't see it there. But what you want to do is you put the cloth, not paper, you put cloth around the pipe, around the stone in the pipe to keep the dirt from clogging up, getting into the pipe and clogging it up. I thought I put some in there, but I don't see it. So after that drainage work was done around the barn, I did some grading on the lawn there. So the lawn was a little higher than the concrete slab in the barn. So I brought the grading of the lawn down a few inches. So I tilled it up first with my tiller, and then I scraped it with that blade, and now I'm pulling up all the piles of dirt that I removed. Now this is the first attachment that I bought. I bought this attachment with my International 234. That's a tiller, tilling my garden. So I kept that tiller when I sold the International, and I use it with this tractor. Obviously this is a 48-inch tiller. It's a Kubota tiller. I forget the model number, but it works well. Now here, this is December 17th, 2020, and we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches of snow, so for us that's no big deal. We woke up in the morning to a 41-inch snowstorm. So if you want to know what a 41-inch snowstorm looks like, this is it. The tractor handled it easily. The only issue I had were 2 broken shear bolts on the snowblower. So coming up is a sneak peek on a project that I'm working on now, repairing a bridge. So you'll see that right about now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let's head over to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. Thanks.